Hello students, today I am going to deliver lecture on 12th biology from revised syllabus chapter number 5, origin and evolution of life. So firstly I am going to introduce about origin of life and evolution of life. So listen carefully about the introduction. The inquisitive mind of human being make him to find out many hidden facts of nature. The inquisitive mind of human being make him to explore many hidden facts of nature. One of the interesting area was to know about the origin of life. It basically deals with how life took form on his earth. It is presumed that the universe came into existence with a single titanic explosion called as Big Bang about 20 billion years ago. With Big Bang, all matter and energy came into existence. The fragment of fireball expanded and cooled to give rise many more celestial body. In due course of time, this resulted in the formation of our solar system, consisting of sun and planets. The earth originated of about 4.6 billion years ago, and the term evolution is derived from two Latin words. First one E and other one volvere. E means from, volvere means to roll. So evolution means the act of unfolding or unrolling. Or evolution means orderly change from one form to another form. The term evolution was coined by Herbert Spencer. Here point to be remembered that the origin of life is linked with origin of earth. In the present chapter we are going to learn about the origin of life and evolution. So I am going to explain the first point of this chapter, that is origin of life. Origin of life on earth is called protobiogenesis. This word protobiogenesis derived from the three different words proto, bio and genesis. Proto means first, bio means life, genesis means formation. Hence, the formation of first life on earth is called protobiogenesis. As far as origin of life is considered, it has remained an enigma for intellectuals at all times. Even though there is advancement in various fields of science, scientists are not able to find out the truth. Origin of life can be explained by various theories and hypotheses. Many philosophers, thinkers, and scientists put forth their views, ideas in the form of hypotheses and theories. Many philosophers, thinkers, and scientists put forth their views and ideas in the form of theories and tried to reveal the mystery regarding the origin of life. So, there are certain theories about the origin of life. First one, theory of spatial creation. Second one, cosmozoic theory. Third one, theory of spontaneous generation. And fourth one, biogenesis theory. So, firstly, I am going to explain the theory of spatial creation. So listen carefully about the special creation theory. It is oldest theory of all theories. It is put forth by Father Sudres. Father Sudres was a Spanish priest, philosopher. This theory is based upon the religious belief without any scientific proof. This theory was prevailing up to the middle of 19th century, and even now some of the religious minded people stick to this theory. According to this theory, life was created by supernatural power. According to special creation theory, all living forms thought to be created by supernatural power, that is God. So there are certain mythology, certain myths, certain beliefs according to religions how life came into existence. According to the Christian belief, God created the whole world within 6 days. God created first man, that is Adam. The first man was created by God, that is Adam, and the first woman was created by God, that is Eve. And according to Hindu mythology, the world was created by Lord Brahma. The first man was Manu and the first woman was Shraddha. Sikh and Islamic religions also believe that the world was created by God. This theory does not have any scientific base. Special creation theory does not have any scientific base because fossil records and other studies do not agree with this theory. Thus, this theory was rejected. Thus, this theory is not accepted. And then, second theory about the origin of life, that is cosmozoic theory. Listen carefully about cosmozoic theory. It is also known as panspermia theory. This theory is given by Richter in 1865. According to this theory, life did not arise from planet Earth. Life on Earth came from distant planet in the form of spores and microorganism. It was called cosmozoa or panspermia. या थेअरीच्या म्हणण्यानुसार सजीव हा पृथ्वीवर जन्माला आलेला नाही, तर तो परग्रहावरून सूक्ष्मजीवांच्या स्वरूपात पृथ्वीवर आलेला आहे. लाईफ on Earth came from distant planet in the form of spores or microorganism. It was called cosmozoa or panspermia. Hence, this theory is given name cosmozoic theory or panspermia theory. Panspermia or cosmozoa were preserved inside the meteorites. Meteorites means masses of matter from outer space, and these meteorites used to preserve the microorganism or spores, that means panspermia or cosmozoa, which were come from distant planet on the earth. The meteorites struck to the barren earth and released the cosmozoa and help in development of various creatures. Recently, NASA has reported fossils of bacteria-like organism on piece of Martian rock recovered from Antarctica. That is about the cosmozoic theory. Then third theory of spontaneous generation. Spontaneous generation theory is known as abiogenesis theory. It is also called as autobiogenesis theory. According to this theory, life originated from non-living material spontaneously without any interruption. It was initially put forth by Greek philosophers in 600 BC. It was also supported by Aristotle. According to these philosophers and according to Aristotle, life or livings are thought to be created from non-living material. Life originated from non-living material spontaneously. Some scientists, some philosophers believe that worms, insect, fish, frog, even microorganisms develop from soil. Tapeworm develop from decaying excreta of animals, and maggots develop from decaying meat. According to this theory, insects were developed from the dew, while frog and toads develop from the mud of ponds. Van Helmont also believed in this theory. According to Van Helmont, a handful grain in dirty shirt kept in cupboard, then mice will produce. However, this theory has no scientific base, was experimentally rejected by Louis Pasteur and Francisco Redi. So, Francisco Redi and Louis Pasteur conducted classical experiment to disprove abiogenesis theory and prove biogenesis theory. So listen carefully about Redi experiment as well as observe the figure of classical experiment conducted by Redi and listen. Redi, an Italian biologist and physician, he disproved spontaneous generation theory in his experiment as shown in figure. He kept cooked meat in 3 jars. One jar was covered with paper, one was covered by gauze, and the remaining was left open. Then he observed that the flesh or meat decayed in second and third jar, and flies were attracted toward second and third jar, but maggots develop from flies only in uncovered, that means in third jar, though the flies visited to second and third jar. Finally, Redi conducted that maggot arose from the eggs of flies, not from meat, and prove that the life arises from the pre-existing living things, not from non-living material. Then second experiment, observe the figure of classical experiment conducted by Louis Pasteur and listen. Louis Pasteur is Louis Pasteur, a French chemist and bacteriologist, disproved theory of spontaneous generation and proved biogenesis theory. By his experiment, he proved that even minute organisms like bacteria arise from pre-existing one. लुईस पॉश्चरच्या म्हणण्यानुसार प्रत्येक सजीव हा त्याच्या प्रजातीतल्या आधीच्या सजीवापासून म्हणजेच प्री एक्झिस्टिंग पासून जन्माला येतो, निर्जीवापासून नाही. सो पॉश्चर प्रिपेअर्ड swan neck flask and then conducted experiment. He boiled the meat or vegetable broth in swan necked flask for several minutes. He boiled the meat or vegetable broth in swan necked flask to kill the microorganism and for sterilization. He left the flask for He left the flask with infusion undisturbed on laboratory table. Then on cooling, the escaping steam condensed into water in the lower part of S-shaped tube of swan neck flask. स्वान नेक्ड फ्लास्क जे हंस पक्ष्याच्या मानेसारखे त्याची ट्यूब असलेला फ्लास्क हा थंड झाल्यानंतर त्याच्यातली जी वाफ होती वाफ कंडेन्स झाल्यानंतर तिच्यापासून पाणी तयार झालं आणि हे पाणी यस शेप ट्यूबमध्ये जमा झालं. दिस वॉटर ॲक्ट ॲज फिल्टर अँड ट्रॅप द डस्ट and microorganism and prevent the entry of microorganism and dust which enter into the flask. Even after 18 months, there was no growth of microorganism in broth or infusion. Later on, he broke the swan neck of some flask. He broke the S-shaped tube. That means he broke the swan neck of some flask. So the broth or infusion which were present in flask come in contact with air, and only after this breaking microorganism grows in flask. Thus, microorganism present in air come in contact with broth or infusion and they grew. Hence, he proved that the livings are always produced from pre-existing living organism, not from non-living matter. That is about the Louis Pasteur experiment. Then last theory, that is theory of biogenesis. Theory of biogenesis supported by Francisco Redi and Louis Pasteur. Francisco Redi, Louis Pasteur are the famous scientists who conducted classical experiment to disprove the abiogenesis theory and prove biogenesis theory. According to this theory, living organisms are always produced from pre-existing living form by reproduction and not from non-living or lifeless matter. Theory of biogenesis could not explain the origin of life on earth but could satisfactorily explain the continuity of life. चौथी जी थिअरी दिली आहे बायोजेनेसिस थिअरी, फ्रान्सिस्को रेडाय आणि लुईस पॉचर यांनी या थिअरीला सपोर्ट केला आहे. यांच्या म्हणण्यानुसार सजीव हा आधीच्या सजीवापासून जन्माला येतो, निर्जीवापासून नाही. आणि ही थिअरी पहिला सजीव कसा जन्माला आला पृथ्वीवर याविषयी स्पष्टीकरण देत नाही. दिस थिअरी कुड नॉट एक्सप्लेन दी ओरिजिन ऑफ लाईफ ऑन अर्थ. म्हणजे सजीवाचा उगम पृथ्वीवर कसा झाला हे स्पष्ट करत नाही, परंतु दिस थिअरी एक्सप्लेन दी कंटिन्युटी ऑफ लाईफ. सजीव हा सजीवापासून जन्माला आला ही कंटिन्युटी या थिअरीमध्ये एक्सप्लेन केली आहे. दॅट इज अबाउट दी 4 different theories about the origin of life. The next topic we will see in next lecture. Thank you.